Welcome to Shroud University. This is episode number 9. Thank you for tuning in. In this episode, we will take our first stab at defining true reality. So, let's face the facts. One's perception depends on one's view of reality. And here's the problem. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. Shroud followers understand the shroud by the way it is presented to them. Unfortunately, the presentation is flawed. As we have discussed throughout this lecture series, it is flawed because, 1, it is grounded in classic science that can't account for a human body vanishing into nothingness, as Jesus did on the first Easter Sunday. And 2, it's grounded in a foundational religious doctrine that states that a miracle is required in order for a human body to vanish from sight. True reality says that both positions are patently wrong. The shroud will remain a mystery until it is evaluated against a backdrop of true reality. So, let's dive in. What is the true nature of reality? Well, for starters, the things your body is made of, atoms, are just a thought. They are a thought that is expressed as an intent for material presence. This holds for you, for me, for Jesus, indeed all physicality. Your body is a product of an intent, and you are the one doing the intending. Modern science's founding fathers, genius-level minds like Werner Heisenberg, Albert Einstein, Max Planck, Niels Bohr, and far too many others to mention, spoke to the intangible nature of all physical underpinnings. Heisenberg tells us, the smallest units of matter are not physical objects in the ordinary sense. Einstein adds, beyond all discernible concatenations, there remains something subtle, intangible, and ineffable. Max Planck, the reputed father of quantum theory, remarks, all matter is a derivative consciousness. Finally, Niels Bohr tells us that when it comes to atoms, language is like poetry. The best one can do is use it to create images and stir the imagination. In other words, all matter, including the human body, is made of something intangible. But we know this. We know this already. In the hustle-bustle of the day, we forget. Matter is just compacted energy. I refer again to his showstopper equation, E equals mc squared. E, primal energy, equals mass m times a constant, the speed of light squared. Unfortunately, we know not what energy is. We know what it does, but we don't know what it is. As Einstein said, it is subtle, intangible, and ineffable. Particle physics also confirms the intangible nature of physical reality. Using powerful atomic colliders, scientists slam atomic particles together, then study the subatomic collision products. To this end, 12 families of elementary particles have been identified. Elementary particles cannot be further divided. They have no internal parts to divvy up. They can be looked upon as tiny, invisible tornadoes swirling around at near the speed of light. Empty and energetic, they mate with each other to make atoms, which combine to make chemical compounds, which string together and account for the physical universe that we mistakenly call reality. Unfortunately, particle scientists leave us dangling. What caused the little tornadoes to exist and move about to start with? By postulating intangibility as the foundation for all things tangible, we of course eliminate classic science from the narrative. Its platform needs something tangible to weigh and measure. So, absent scientific input, religion plays the God did it trump card to explain origins. Where's the beef? The beef is found in the rainbow body phenomenon. Here we find real-world demonstration that the aggregate body does in fact rest on an intangible foundation. The intangible foundation is rooted in intent for material presence, for intangibility is what is left when intent is withdrawn, as it is in rainbow body realization. As far as we know, the human species is the only species with the capacity to disintend its own material existence. So here's the deal. All physicality is grounded in an intent for material presence. The empty foundation I'm talking about is conscious primordial energy that wants to be physically real. Sometime prior to your conception, it decided to become an avatar that came to be known as you. It is the source of your physicality and cognitive capacity. You are that. Mind is not something you own. Mind is something you are. You are the Word made flesh in accordance with intent. Truth is established in the rainbow body experience. For it is here that when the intent to have a material presence is withdrawn, the body vanishes from sight. How does one go about disintending a physical presence? As discussed, it is through the elimination of the self. The self makes man think he is different than everyone and everything in his field of vision. In our materialistic way of thinking, in order for our body to be real, we must have something to compare to. The only way to know if I'm short is to have something tall to stand next to. Thus, in order to harmonize with true nature, man must train his mind to look through the surrounding physical diversity and find sameness. When he does, the self disappears, for it has nothing to be different from. And of course, we know for a fact that at the very base of existence, everything is the same. Energy, just as Einstein said. When self is eliminated, so is the intent for material presence. That's because self is the agency we use to observe ourselves. As rainbow body and modern science proves, matter must be observed in order to exist in material form. It is just as the Buddha said 2,500 years ago. The world is empty when it is empty of self. So, in short, you are here on the planet in a body because you think you are real, and it is the self that causes you to think that way. So, for now, we can say that true reality is an unbounded field of uncreated conscious energy. Furthermore, it has the capacity to take on a material presence through exercise of intent. and it has the capacity to unintend its material presence. The intent to be or not to be is exercised through the agency known as self. So, one final aspect to true reality discussed. That is its random nature. And we will cover it in the next episode. Thanks for watching this one. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you see. I'll catch you at the next lecture.